In our world today, even as we connect and progress, a dark reality persists. Baby trafficking. This isn't fictional tale. It's a brutal crime where infant and young children are treated as commodities, both sold and exploited for profit and other abhorrent purposes. To understand its true nature, let's look at the stark example of what tragically unfolded in New Delhi, Haryana.
Investigation conducted raids in the national capital, New Delhi, in connection with child trafficking.
When the Center Bureau of Investigation, or CBI, rescuing two newborn and arresting 7 individuals, including a woman, a hospital staff member, for illegal child trafficking. The operation highlights the serious issue of illegal child sales in the region. The accused reportedly connected with childless couple seeking to adopt through social media ads, purchasing infant from parents and surrogate for $4,000 to $6,000. They are also accused of creating fake adoption documents to deceive couples. The CBI is continuing its investigation into this trafficking network. This isn't just one case. It shows the horror of baby trafficking, treating kids as product, not people. Their rights stolen, their future shattered, the trauma is deep and lasting. We made this video to expose why this crime keeps happening and why stopping it starts with facing the truth in our own communities. Enjoy the video!
Risk factor: poverty and economic vulnerability in child trafficking. Poverty and economic vulnerability are major contributing factors to child trafficking. Families who face difficulties in meeting basic needs such as food, shelter, and healthcare often experience extreme pressure that may push them toward desperate decisions. In this vulnerable condition, traffickers take advantage of their suffering by offering financial assistance, job opportunities, or making false promises. This deceptive offer often results in children being trafficked and exploited. In addition, the absence of strong social protection systems and the lack of access to quality education and decent employment opportunities make the situation worse. Women living in poverty, especially single mothers or those pregnant outside of marriage, are particularly exposed to this danger. Without adequate support system or variable alternatives, these individuals become easy target for traffickers who exploit their economic hardship for personal gain. This structural and economic issue show that child trafficking is not merely a criminal problem, but also a social and economic one. Therefore, addressing poverty and enhancing economic resilience through social protection, education, and employment opportunities are essential strategies to prevent child trafficking. Second factor, lack of education and awareness in baby trafficking cases. There are 3 points I want to point out. 1. Lack of understanding about legality and children's rights. First, take a look of this video. Many families do not understand that selling or handing over a baby without going through legal procedure is a criminal offense. Lack of legal information and awareness of children's rights causes some parents to be tempted to give up their babies to irresponsible parties, often under the pretense of adoption. 2. Minimal sexual and reproductive education. The lack of sex and reproductive education causes many teenagers or young couples to experience unplanned pregnancy. The face of financial and emotional unpreparedness, some choose to sell their baby as a short ignorance of digital care modus operandi.
baby trafficking is now often created via social media and online platform, which is increasingly dangerous due to the lack of digital literacy in society. Many are deceived by ads for fast and easy adoption without realizing that they are part of an illegal.
Third factor, social and cultural. Social and cultural factors play major role in child trafficking. One of the factors include child marriage, which become major factor found in Indonesia. Children who marry young and later divorce often struggle to find decent work. As a result, many are deferred to seek employment abroad, where they are at risk of being trafficked. Take an example from one of these following news. These babies born out of wedlock increasingly falling victim to human trafficking, disguised as illegal adoption, as they are often wanted by their families. Brokers exploit this situation, sometimes even do social institutions, as seen in this case of a young mother in North Jakarta. The problem is made worse by unclear laws and weak enforcement, while trafficking networks remain organized and hidden. In many countries, lenient or absent laws on child pornography and child marriage allow these crimes to persist unchecked.
Fourth factor, weak legal framework and enforcement. Baby trafficking still happens because laws are weak and enforcement isn't strong enough. First, take a look this news. Criminals use fake documents and poor oversight to get away with it. Police often lack resources and coordination to catch them. In Indonesia, some babies were taken with fake adoption papers. In places like Palembang, it's easy to get fake IDs, and without proper tools, police can't do much. We need stronger laws, better trained officers, and real-time work to stop this. It gets even harder when officers don't fully understand the issue and when public awareness is low.
Fifth factor, demands for babies. The high demand for babies is often exploited by trafficking syndicates, especially when legal adoption is seen as too complex or expensive. This creates opportunities for illegal baby sales, is seen in several cases in Indonesia. Baby trafficking is the illegal sale or transfer of custody without proper legal procedure. First, let's take a look at this news. In Kulon Progo, for example, a baby was nearly sold to social media under the guise of quick adoption. The case was driven by factors like low legal awareness, lack of sex education, and poor digital literacy. Many young parents don't realize giving up a baby without legal steps is a crime. Thankfully, the baby was rescued and returned to the parent, but this shows the need for better public education, legal, sexual, and digital to prevent such crime from happening again.
Factor number 6. Conflict and displacement. Child trafficking is a crime against humanity. Children are sold, exploited, and victimized by human trafficking networks, forced labor, prostitution, and even as child soldiers. Often, children from poor families or conflict zones are easy targets. They are promised education or job, but reality, they are trapped and enslaved. We must open our eyes, raise awareness, and take action to stop this crime. every child deserves a safe future free from exploitation. When war or conflict era, thousands or even millions are forced to flee their homes. Children and their families lose shelter, access to education and protection. Amid the chaos, children become highly vulnerable to violence, exploitation, and human trafficking. Displacement is not just about losing homemates, losing identity, but safety and hope.
1. Science, protection, and support for victims. Child trafficking is one of the closest forms of human rights violation. Every year, thousands of children are trafficked for sexual exploitation, forced labor, and other illegal activities. They lose their childhood, their rights, and their future. Now, there are 3 points I want to point out about how we can tackle this problem. Number 1. Identifying victim. Identifying child trafficking victim is not always easy. Many are afraid to speak, feel ashamed, or might not even realize they are being exploited. Common sense include no identification documents, fear of authorities, unexplained injuries, lack of freedom of movement, and being forced to work or serve in poor conditions. Number 2. Protection and support. Once victims are identified, it is crucial to provide them with self-protection and comprehensive support. This includes medical support to treat physical injuries and illness, psychological assistance to help them heal from trauma and fear, legal aid to ensure their rights, social reintegration including education, vocational training, and family reunification when possible. Lastly, number 3, or shared responsibility. Protecting children from trafficking is a shared responsibility. Families, communities, schools, government, and humanitarian organizations, we must speak up, report, and take action to end this crime.
2. Law enforcement and justice in baby trafficking. Based on report from the United Nations Office on Drug and Crime, or abbreviated UNODC, law enforcement has a big role in stopping baby trafficking. They investigate cases, collect evidence, rescue the babies, and make sure the traffickers are brought to justice. But to really work well, every country needs clear and strong laws that treat baby trafficking as a serious crime, with heavy punishment for everyone involved, from the middlemen to the buyers. Since these trafficking cases often happen across countries, international teamwork is super important. Countries need to share information, to join investigation, and have legal agreements like extradition, so traffickers can't just run away. With strong law enforcement and global cooperation, we have a real chance to stop baby trafficking and fight for justice. Before that, take a look at this case. Law enforcement and justice in the baby trafficking case by Polres Batu East Java were carried out through swift investigation, arrest of the perpetrator, and the application of relevant article under the Child Protection Law, with a maximum sentence of 15 years in prison. The police also seized evidence and publicly disclosed the case through a press conference, demonstrating their commitment to protecting children and deterring human trafficking crimes.
Perdagangan bayi berkedok Yayasan Ayah Sejuta Anak terkuat. Berawal
conclusion, child trafficking, including baby trafficking, is a serious issue influenced by factors such as poverty, economic vulnerability, lack of education, and weak law enforcement. Families struggle to meet basic needs are often targeted by traffickers who exploit their hardship with false promises or financial incentives. Additionally, low legal awareness, poor sexual education, and limited digital literacy lead many young parents to unknowingly commit crimes by giving up their babies through illegal means. Addressing child trafficking requires comprehensive approach involving social protection, education, and strong legal enforcement. Clear and firm laws, along with international cooperation, are essential to dismantle trafficking networks that often operate across borders. Law enforcement action, like those taken by Polres Batu in East Java, shows that swift investigation and public transparency can deter trafficking crimes. Protecting children is a shared responsibility, and all sectors of society must work together to ensure every child's right to safety, dignity, and a better future. Thank you for watching.
One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. Two can be as bad as one. It's the loneliest number since the number one.